ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Slam. Kill.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down. Fair and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rock it.
From the gun, Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a give, right side. Byer. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Set, hut. Touchdown. I got you.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Now Jackson going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down. 8, read. Come on, the ball. Hey, Sam off. Undercurrent.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, lock it. Roll out. Bang. Set, go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Patriots 7.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Man, I got you. Like 12. Hey, watch that. Hey.
Look at me. Go. Deep rip.
On 3rd down, Jones. This is Hillman with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down, New York.
Set, ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the whip. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Alert 3.
On 2nd down, Bear, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Rock it. Hey, just five.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
SOS.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give, right side. Byer. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
We own them.
Like 12. Like 12. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
You got 3 down.
Hard.
Check.
Get it.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. It's complete. Stills. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check. Tight dog. Jump. Squeeze. Hey, seam 6.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this is caught by Watkins. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready to break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit.
Watch it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Stills, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready up. 55. Go.
Mark 55. Mark 55. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right.
Look at me. Go.
Check.
From the 41, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Third and long.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Stay with your man. Switch. Check 52.
5.
Jones now throwing on third and long. He's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, New York.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half. And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Get that ball. No. Off. 57 to Mike.
50 seconds to Mike. Here we go, D. Here.
Jackson. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
He's checking.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's able to get it out of there.
Whoosh.
It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 36-yard.
From the 36, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51 to Mike, boys. 51.
To throw is Jackson. And able to find Dorsett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, Bear. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll keep it on the ground. Byer. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Go on. Big dash.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Herndon's got it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Jones now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 outlaw. Hey, lock it.
Let him know.
Roll out.
Check. Crunch.
General West.
25. Check 25.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got Watkins on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Bear fighting him off. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Got it.
I'm coming.
Five.
Right back to him on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down now. Byer. Oh, no, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing, Jones. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Rock it. Come get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 31, check 31. Switch, wrong. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch 36 the mic. I'm coming. Yo.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third and
36. Line 36. Watch the curl. Watch 36.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Switch gears.
Check Mike 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
57 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for him with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close.